What if I told you the window to get into Langley, BC is closing fast, and people who wait might end up watching this video in 2 years thinking we should have made the move. Langley has quietly become one of the most popular places to live in all of BC, and in 2025, that's no accident. In this video, I'm giving you the top 10 biggest reasons why so many people are moving to Langley right now, whether they're chasing more space, better schools, or just a better quality of life. I'll share the data, the real stories, and yeah, a few laughs along the way. Let's get into it. Reason 1, the SkyTrain is coming. The Expo line is extending to Langley by 2028. That means a direct connection to Vancouver, Burnaby, and everything in between. Homes near SkyTrain stations have appreciated 15 to 20% faster than the average home over the last decade. For families and commuters, this means less driving, more freedom, and way more convenience. And for the fun folks, yes, that means skipping Highway 1 traffic and actually making it to your dinner reservation on time. Reason 2 is you get more house for your money. Langley gives you way more space for the price compared to Vancouver, Burnaby, or most cities farther west. A 4-bedroom detached home here averages around 1.4 million. In Vancouver, you're closer to 2.3 million or more for less square footage. First-time home buyers, or most of the people who are upsizing into that single-family home, you can finally breathe at least a little bit more. And yes, you actually might get a kitchen where you can cook and open the fridge at the same time. Reason 3 is Langley has family-focused communities. Willoughby, Walnut Grove, Brookswood is just safe, friendly, and filled with parks, schools, and a ton of community spaces. It's the kind of place where your kids can grow up riding bikes and playing outside. I know when I grew up, kids were constantly playing street hockey up the street. Of course, I joined them, and tons of people riding their bikes outside, which I know is pretty rare nowadays, or at least more rare than it was. The city has invested in a ton of new schools, sports facilities, and recreation centers, and unlike some parts of the lower mainland, you can actually find parking at Costco. Reason number 4 is the schools are top tier. We're talking about schools like RE Mountain, Langley Fine Arts, and Yorkson Creek Middle. These schools consistently rank above the provincial average in academics, arts, and athletics, which means a little bit more peace of mind for parents. And yes, Langley Fine Arts has a drum line and a dance program, so your kid might just outshine you on stage. Reason number 5 is you're surrounded by nature. From Campbell Valley Park to Derby Reach and all the trails, rivers, and green space in between, Langley is perfect if you're craving a balanced lifestyle. Studies actually show that living near green space does improve mental health and lower stress. I don't know about you, but I think a lot of us, myself included, could benefit from a little bit lower stress. There's a ton of people who move here end up feeling a lot less stress and a little bit more grounded, probably because it's a little bit of a slower pace. And with all the parks, yes, your dog will be living its best life. Number 6 is Langley's real estate market is booming, but in a smart way. It's not hype, it's long-term growth backed by infrastructure, schools, and transit. Langley's population is projected to grow by over 50,000 people over the next decade. That usually means more amenities, more opportunities, and more value when it comes to an investment. You don't have to offer your firstborn child in a bidding war anymore. Reason number 7 is you get big city amenities without the chaos. Langley pretty much has everything. It has Costco, Willowbrook Mall, gyms, restaurants, coffee shops, and yeah, a good amount of craft breweries. You don't need to live the city to live your life. Businesses here are growing, and new Willowbrook expansion is bringing even more options. And also, you're never more than 5 minutes from a drive-through coffee, which should be part of Canada's healthcare system at this point, if we're being honest. Moving on to reason number 8, Langley actually has a pretty true community feel. People actually say hi to each other here. There are farmers markets, events, family-run shops where people actually remember your name. It feels like small town charm, but with a little bit more big city convenience. And with low density housing, smart development, that vibe is being preserved even as the city grows. You might just end up baking banana bread for your neighbor and like it. Reason number 9 is lower property taxes. Yes, that's for real. Langley Township's residential tax rate is actually lower than Vancouver, Burnaby, and Coquitlam. And I don't know about you, but I've never complained about having to spend less money. Now you can spend more on renovations, sports fees, or that garage beer fridge that you've always wanted. Reason number 10 is the timing is perfect. Interest rates are stabilizing, the SkyTrain is coming, and Langley still has affordable pockets, but that window is narrowing. For a lot of people, the move to Langley represents a little bit more freedom, fresh starts, and future security. The numbers generally make more sense than a lot of areas farther west. In the lifestyle, it does feel different. So those are the 10 reasons everyone is moving to Langley, BC in 2025. But the real question is, should you be next? If you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating, I'd love to help. Every week, I work with people just like yourself. First-time home buyers, upsizers, and investors. People who want expert advice and a stress-free experience. You can call or text me at 778-949-5602 or use the link in the description to grab my free Langley Relocation guide or book a one-on-one strategy session. If this video helped you, I would love if you guys could like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Would you move to Langley, and if so, where?